Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
That's good for footy. This is what you pray for. Every night and every day for you give it all, and you give more. That's good for footy. Good for footy.
Wow, welcome everyone, how are you? Good to see you all, thank you very much. But welcome to all the rest of you, it's great to have you here, Mulgrave Country Club night, Essendon show. Yeah! So welcome to That's Good for Footy, it's a family-friendly, live and interactive footy panel show. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. The shows are for the passionate supporters. These shows allow you to see them be themselves. Who's ready? Everyone? Who's excited? All right, me too. I'm ready then. Let's go. Essendon show, March the 19th, 2025. Please welcome to the show. He is our first panellist. He was born on the 28th of September in 1998. He's played a total of 74 games and he's kicked a total of 37 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2020. And when he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears the number 2 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Sam Draper.
See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the Bombers fly up.
That's good.
We are the teams they don't fear.
Beautiful.
They all try their best.
You'd be happy to be singing that song, yeah? Yeah, well done. Sam, welcome to the show, mate. Great to be back here at the Mulgrave Country Club and doing an Essendon show. Great to be back in football.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm pumped now after that. You guys are pumped, so I'm happy to be here. Let's go.
Well, good to have you here, mate. Let's get stuck in. Let's have our second panellist come and adorn us with his grace. He was born on the 25th of February in 2001. He's played a total of 53 games and he's kicked a total of 54 goals. That's nearly a goal a game. That's fantastic. He made his AFL debut back in 2021. When he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears the number 23 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Harrison Jones.
See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the Bombers fly up. We are the teams they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't get near as the Bombers fly up.
There you go, mate. Harrison's first time on a That's Good for Footy panel show, so he's come out to this adore and admiration. How does that feel when you walk out to that?
Yeah, how good's that?
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Which is nice. So
Yeah, well done. Great to have you here. Lads, as I said, it is good to have you here. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Now I know the result from last Saturday's game, it didn't go your way, but how did you feel being back at work and how do you now feel after you've dusted off the cobwebs from round 1?
Yeah, it was a weird one. We felt like we did a lot right in that game. We started poorly, which I think hurt us in the end, but all the key things that we measure our game across statistically and as a team, everything was rating really well. So it was just a frustrating one. It felt like we left one out there, and so the boys were pumped this week, ready to go for the Crows this weekend. We're full of energy.
For sure. How did you feel for you, Harrison? It's like being back at work for the first day. You're out there. You've had the off season. Round 1, you didn't get round 0. That was fine. Other debilitating circumstances were going on for that one. But how was it for you to get out there and dust off the cobwebs?
No, it was awesome. I think nothing really prepares you for it.
Yep.
You play the practice matches, but it's a step up when you're playing in front of 80,000 at the G on a Friday night against the Hawks. Yeah. Playing against the Suns would have been nice. Yeah. A little warm up, but that's all right. But like Drape said, we performed well in all our sort of key indicators after the match. Just couldn't get the job done, unfortunately.
Yeah, I understand. Round 2 for you kicks off on Saturday afternoon at the G. You've got a 120 game and you're coming off up against the Red Hot Crows outfit who had a dominant 63-point win over St Kilda last Sunday. My question to you is this. What are your thoughts about starting at 1:20pm on a Saturday at the G?
I don't think I've ever played in that fixture before, but what we did notice that we were using the red footies, which is exciting for us boys, because every single game we pretty much use the yellow footies because we're playing night games or afternoon games. So, yeah, we're pretty excited playing with the red and up.
That's nice. At 20 past 1, not normally the fixture that you'd be used to?
Nah, definitely not. I mean, I'm all good. I don't sleep in. Might hurt you a little bit, Drapesy.
Get up a bit earlier.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a bit different. I mean, we train 10 o'clock every morning, so I think we'll be well adapted.
Good. You've got a few boys who will miss a few games to start off the season, plus now you've got 2 injuries from round 1, which doesn't help your cause. This might be a question more suited to a coach. You hear things like one soldier goes down and another one steps up. We know how much of a process it takes to win a premiership, but which do you think plays the most pivotal role in achieving that success? Injury-free personnel or understanding of the game plan?
Great question. They both go hand in hand, I think. Okay. Obviously, you want your best players out there for the majority of the year, but it also goes hand in hand if someone inevitably goes down, which is going to happen during a footy season. You want your players who are coming in to know what they're doing and play their role well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the competition's so hard at the minute and so even, so you just need you need availability. Otherwise, it makes it very, very hard. So now we're in a pretty good spot at the moment. We had a couple on the weekend, but Langers is really unfortunate. But it's not a big hammy, so he won't be out for too long. And then Ridge should be back for next week.
Yeah, good mate. Well said. Thank you very much. The definition of an AFL footballer is constantly changing and evolving. You are now more of a professional athlete. You have always had to be skilled, fit and tough, but both mentally and physically. But the game is moving so fast now, especially with turnover football, so much so that now the endurance and stamina are the new KPIs. How accurate is this assessment and how much of your training is devoted to this?
Yeah, I think, as you said, it's always evolving, and how far you can push your body is always evolving as well. And the coaches and the staff are all on top of that. So, yeah, each pre-season we're doing more and more kilometres. We're doing getting more and more training in, but I think the mental side of the game is just as important these days as well, as because the possibilities for improving your mental side of the game is endless, I reckon, and it's a journey that we're all on at the moment. All us boys are buying into it, and I really love it. I think it's really helped my game the last couple of years, and so I think the mental side of the game is just as important.
Good, because there is a question that I'll be alluding to a little bit later on about that. But tell us about your pre-season, Harry. The stamina that I talk about and the endurance that you have to... You've really got to put your heart and soul into it pre-season, and then round 1 comes around and it's a different kettle of fish yet again.
Yeah, definitely. I think we started in late November, early November, and you're just straight into it pretty much. Yeah. Like this year, last year as a winger, big focus on sort of getting that endurance up, and it's hard. It's not easy. No. It sucks sometimes, but it's all worth it when you're out there running around. Yeah. So. Yeah, it was a tough one this season, but I'm just grateful I got through and running around out there.
Yeah, the days of no footies until after Christmas are gone, which is good. So we're pretty much into match practice straight away because we probably don't get as much time as the coaches want, I reckon. So we're into practicing our game plan from the first day. So it's more enjoyable as a player because you can knock up 15 plus kilometres in a session without doing any actually running drills. You're just playing footy. So which is more realistic anyway. I think it's better for us anyway. So I don't think pre-seasons are as bad as they used to be, I reckon.
Yeah, good. I like that. Great answer. It's important to surround yourself with like-minded individuals and people that push you to be your best. They push you to compete. Who is that person for you? They might be at the club. They could be outside the club. Either way, who is it?
I think it's a pretty simple one. Brad Scott.
Yeah?
I think that's... he's the main one at the club. He has a lot of respect from the players, I feel, and he drives pretty high standards and pretty hard standards. So that's it for me.
And you?
Yeah, I tend to agree, I reckon. Scotty, has a big presence around the club, and I'd say he's more like a manager than a coach sometimes. It can be a bit of a difference, and he's really good at delegating to our really great assistant coaches and being really good in his field, which is managing us players. So, I think that's definitely him.
Yeah, good. Who at the club outside of the leadership group and the line coaches is someone that you basically look to for mentorship? Who would have that mentorship role?
Hard to say. We keep it pretty in-house, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
What do you reckon?
At the club, there's outside the leadership group.
I'd probably like to think that they'll be at the club, but they don't necessarily have to be within the leadership group, but just somebody else that would be a mentor there.
I think what we've focused on the last couple of years is knowing what guys' strengths are and utilising them. So myself and Harry are now seen as leaders amongst the group, but we lead in different ways to other people. So me and Harry are probably the glue guys in the locker room that connect everyone and make sure everyone's on the same page and feeling connected. Whereas someone like Zach is a leader by example, and leader he will tell you if you're not pulling your weight. And so I think they've been focusing on that, focusing on what guys' strengths are instead of trying to mould someone into being someone they're not. Probably we've stepped up in that area to playing to your strengths.
I know this probably would never occur, but I just want you to just play along with me here. It's your call when you have free rein to play to your strengths. What position or what sort of a role do you see yourself playing, and which position do you think best suits your playing style?
Ooh, great question. I still don't know. I've been playing on the wing recently, and I'm enjoying that. But obviously, Lang's gone down this week, so potentially need to go forward. But who knows? But I've trained the whole pre-season as a winger pretty much. But
what about your junior footy as well, mate?
Junior footy, I was centre half forward.
Okay.
Tried to kick some snags up there. Went back for a little bit, but more played as the spare defender. I didn't really defend anyone.
Okay.
I think going into this year, I think a strength of mine's being versatile and fitting in where the team needs me. So ideally I'd be down forward, but if I'm on the wing, I'm on the wing.
Yeah, okay, cool. Sam?
Yeah, I'm similar to Harry. I'm still figuring it out, but I reckon my role at the moment is pretty suited to me, I reckon. I'm liking the fact that I'm getting plenty of ruck time and forward time and starting in the ruck, having a go in there, and then Bryza will come on and I'll go forward and create a contest up there and hopefully kick a snag. So I think right now being able to have that freedom with Bryza in the team is really good for my game. So I'm excited to see how this year goes. It's
great because when I was actually putting that question together, I thought about what your answer would be, and I think you've probably got nearly the perfect role. That you can go up, play in centre, go down, whether you're versatile in backwards and forwards, both in the front half and the back half. I thought that would be very appropriate for you. We all have something that we're good at. Is there a skill or an actual attribute that you think that you could be better at? Maybe just to increase your game to be that perfect game. So is there a skill or attribute that you want to focus on?
Yes, I think there's a couple, but obviously we're working to get better every day at training, but I think for me it's just be like that one-on-one stand-up wrestle type marking.
Yep.
I think I'm pretty good at running off and getting a jump and launching at the footy. It's just sort of getting bigger. I've been working for 6 years now to get bigger in the gym, and it's just sort of coming to fruition. But I think that's the main area for me.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I reckon for me, probably my kicking is something they've been working really hard on over the summer, and we've got a dedicated kind of kicking coach at the moment, David Rath, and we're spending a lot of time with him. So, something that I know that I'm on a journey with it, but I'm feeling really, really good with where I'm at, and I'm excited for what this season will bring.
And how good is that you've actually you've looked at it as a focus, and now you're starting to actually bring it into your game, and when you see the results from that, more power to you. In what aspect of the game do you see your own personal improvement and maybe growth from last year to this year?
For me, it's pretty simple, just to be a bit more consistent than last year. I think I've gone through some ebbs and flows over the past couple of years with my footy due to injury and stuff like that. Just going out every week and just producing consistent footy and playing my role.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I tend to say I'm similar, and I think it'll be the same for the whole team, I reckon. I think we've definitely shown that we can beat anyone on our day, but to be able to do it consistently is a challenge, and individually as a team, that's a big focus for us. And how we're doing that is sticking true to our processes and not getting dictated to by the results, even though it's hard sometimes. But in the long run, if you stick to the process, you'll be better off.
Brilliant. Love it. Great answers. Very good. The club has provided you with an opportunity to play football. How do you want to repay them?
Win a premiership.
Win 5 premierships.
There you go.
I'm just the bus driver. I'm just taking you there. You guys, you pull the chain whenever you want. As fans, we watch the pre-game rituals and the warm-up routines in the locker room. Prior to the game, there was always a lot of handshakes, bum slaps, back and encouraging embraces. How does all that make you feel personally?
Well, we love it. You're looking at the main instigators here of me and Harry. The chief head vibe office is us too, so we make sure to getting the boys up and about. Pre-games, I love it. Yep. There's a lot of random stuff going on, so me and Jonesy will be carrying on, getting the boys pumped up, slapping some bums, and then there'll be other boys that'll be, Andy McGrath will be meditating in the corner, and there'll be just stuff going on everywhere. But everyone's really good at knowing that time is your individual time, and you can buy into me and Harry doing whatever we want, or you can go do your own thing, and everyone's fine with that.
That is fantastic. Explain your thoughts on it.
Probably can't say it here, what we get up to. It's a bit weird. There's a lot of carry on. Baby. There's a lot of carry on. But like Drake said, that's what we like. I don't know if it's nervous energy or what it is, but once I'm sort of at the game, it's just sort of muck around. I think 2 hours until I'm running out. Yeah,
because you've got to be locked in so much when the game starts. You don't want to burn yourself out before the game begins. And you can see it happen sometimes when guys are just like fully locked in from like the morning of a game, and they've got the whole day and they're just locked in, and then they just burn out by the time the games come. So I think, knowing when to lock in is a good thing, I reckon.
Brilliant. Well said, mate. Well said. Thursday, Friday and Saturday night football are prime time. They're prime time viewing categories, and you want to play your best, but you also want to look your best. Who or how many individuals down at the club go that little bit extra? Maybe with a new haircut, a new headband, even a tattoo. What's the rules when it comes to deodorant, aftershave or cologne?
Oh, you're looking at him here. He's like, he gets a hair done every the day before every game?
No, not every game. Every 2 weeks, I reckon. But sure. I'll time it well. So it's like if we've got a Friday night game, I'll make sure I've got one for that, and I'll kind of fixture it up. I'll look ahead at the fixture and see when I need to get a haircut.
There you go. Very
nice. We're playing 4:40 at Marvel, then I'm like, I don't know. Do I need to get a haircut for that week? But
I like how you've got a fixture for hair as well as you've got a fixture for games. I like it.
It's important business, mate.
Yeah, very good. Just while I've got you there, what about deodorant, cologne, aftershave, anything like that? Are there any individuals that maybe go a little bit over the top, or?
Well, you'd rather them go over the top with the deodorant than not enough.
Than not,
that can happen sometimes. Some boys get a bit stinky, but I'm happy for more cologne.
Yeah, cool.
Nate Caddy's bags full of cologne, deodorant, whatever you want.
Oh,
He's on top of it, which is great.
He looked pretty flash with his new haircut out there the other night.
Carries on a bit.
Yeah, okay, there you go. There are a few perks with being an AFL footballer. What's your most favourite and what's your least favourite?
Well, the best is probably being able to play football in front of 80,000, 90,000 Essendon supporters most weeks, which is great.
What about off the field?
Off the field, I actually don't use it that much. You rely on AFL footballer superstar. Front of lines.
I'm pretty lucky. I get a few nice benefits off field. Yes, as you probably know, I've got a deal with Tradie, so that's Tradie beer and underwear. So the beer, more so my family and friends, they're absolutely loving that. I don't probably get to enjoy that as much as them, but definitely the underwear. The once a year, I get a big shipment to the club, and get it out in the locker room, and it's just like Christmas Day. The boys just getting in all the undies, because you'd be surprised. They're AFL footballers, but there's a lot of holes and jocks going on, and they're waiting for their mums to buy it for Christmas. So I'm like, boys, come on. So that's probably my best benefit, I reckon.
Can I ask you, Sam, is there a lot of superstition in some of that? That maybe because the jocks are like, man, I kicked a few bag. Yeah. I tend to stick with these ones now, or?
There are some guys that have got the game day lucky jocks, and they're getting a bit loose, and it's like, ooh. You probably saw an incident, a Richmond player, I reckon he had some lucky jocks on, and he had a bit of an accident on the field. So, I think you should just wear the new jocks. You need the elastic.
I went there, my fault, sorry. Yeah, okay. Harrison, just in relation to you, Thursday, Friday night, primetime football, and the perks that come with being an AFL footballer, where do you see maybe the downside, if there is one?
Oh, there's not many.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare. Maybe if I'm out with me mates, having a couple of beers in the off season.
Just
you
wanna
got
chill.
Yeah, people coming up to you, but that's fine. I actually enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like take a photo here and there, but to be honest, there's not many.
Yeah, good.
If any at all.
Yeah, good on you. Excellent. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given about getting the most out of your career? That might be a juniors coach.
Deep question.
Yeah. Could be a sports psychologist, could have been a coach, could have been anybody.
Yeah, I think just realising that your time will go quick. Like, I know everyone does say it, but as now I'm getting a bit older, you do realise that. And if I look at the turnover of the list since when I first got to the club, like it's crazy. And you think when you get drafted, you're going to be you're more of a chance to make it, when actually you're a very, very high chance not to make it and be out in a couple of years. So, like most average careers, I think 4 to 5 years, which is not long at all. So, just make most of your time.
That's amazing, Sam, that you that thought process has entered into your mind. You have to think that it's there, but to go through that. Harrison, with you?
I just think to have fun out there. I think Mum always says whenever I'm about to go out and play footy, just enjoy it and have fun with teammates. I'm with 22 of my best mates out there, and obviously take it very seriously and want to win and stuff, but always come back to just having fun, because that's when you play your best.
I love that. It's probably one of the most common answers that I receive after asking that question, that most players always refer back to. We just want to have fun. It's a sport, but we love it. There's an old saying, a club of champions or a champion club. Which do you think best represents the Essendon Football Club?
Probably a champion club, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, we're the biggest, and we're the biggest club in the land. So,
sure.
I feel like we're a sleeping giant. Once we get it together on field, I think it's going to be a very, very exciting prospect for the future.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Footy clubs are built on DNA. What do you think the Essendon Football Club's DNA is at the moment?
Tough question, another one. I think it's just we're back in the hard work that we've put in. With a bit of stability with Scotty now. It's third year. There's been a lot of turnover since I've even been there, even more since you started. But I think we're just back in the hard work and the higher ups at the club, that they've got everything sorted. We're just back in all the work we've done and all the work that's going into us winning multiple premierships.
Yeah, very nice. Did you want to add to that, or are you happy with that?
I'm pretty happy with that. You nailed it.
Yeah, good. The younger you is having a chat with the older you. How proud would the younger you be with you and what you've achieved thus far?
I played footy since I was 10, so the younger me would be rapt.
Great.
Obviously grew up barracking for Essendon, so...
even better.
Perfect case scenario. But yeah, obviously rapt. I never thought I'd get drafted, to be honest, until I was 18.
That's wonderful. I love that.
Yeah. But a bit different for you, Drexy boy.
Yeah, so I wanted to be a Manchester United soccer player when I was a kid. As I got older, I knew I always wanted to be professional in something. I really pursued soccer and volleyball and other sports. And then, when I first started playing footy, I realised pretty quickly that this was the sport that I wanted to be in. There's just something about footy and footy clubs which is just like no other. I played soccer my whole life, and it's a very selfish mentality in soccer, and it's not so much like footy. Footy is all about like your family and feeling part of a team, and just that feeling after a win is really hard to beat. So, and you get to smash people as well. So that's what I loved after playing soccer. So, I was pretty happy after making the switch, and I thought, I'll be keen on this.
That's brilliant. Loving your answers, mate. Well done. Do you manifest things? Do you write down your goals and what you want to achieve? Are you that kind of person?
I've just started this, thanks to Big Sammy Boy. I know he does
That's
a lot.
good.
But I sort of do a lot of visualisation now and manifesting, you could call it, with my games and stuff. Don't know if it works yet, but hopefully.
But that's part of the process in order to manifest it and then work your way through it and get to your end.
I'm big on this. I've started a couple of years ago when I sought out to see like a mental skills coach away from the club, and some of those things were just not being afraid of setting those big goals and actually living up to them. So yeah, I check in on them every week. I've got probably like 5 or 6 big kind of huge goals that I've got, and then I've got a lot of behaviours underneath that I live up to every week and check in with them. And I know I won't be able to achieve those big ones today, but if I commit to these little ones every day, then I'm going to be working towards that. So
that's brilliant, Sam.
Yeah, I'm big on this.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you for sharing it. If you were to give an opinion on how much the mental side of the game has an effect on your performance, how would you rate it, and how much would you say it is? You can maybe talk in percentages. That might not be appropriate, but how much of the mental side of the game do you think there is in the game?
Yeah, coming back to Scotty, he's massive in this area. We've got a mental coach at the club in Ben Robbins, and we have sessions every week going over visualisation. There's big 3 mental skills. But yeah, Scotty wants us to all really invest in this, and I think we are. And hopefully, like Sammy said, it's not going to happen all at once, but if we can all collectively get on the same page, and it'll come to fruition. And also, I reckon it's about 90, 10%, so 90% mentally, 10% physically. Okay.
So I'm interested in your answer on that topic, Sam.
I was going to say 90% mental, 10% physical, because you can... Yeah, the gains you can get on the mental side are way bigger than the physical, I reckon. And if you look at other sports around the world and the top athletes and the top teams, they're all committing to these things and really dial into these things. I think in Australia we're maybe a little bit behind on those things, but it's huge.
Yeah, good. Well said. I wished I would have had the opportunity to interview or talk to one of my favourite musicians in Tom Petty. Who would you like to interview or talk to if you could?
Anyone.
Alive or? Yeah.
Yep.
Not necessarily. That's actually my point, because the individual I just spoke of passed away, and I would love to have had the chance to speak to them about.
You got one?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh yeah.
So.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm actually stuck here.
Okay. That's all right.
Favourite player was James Hird growing up. I'd love to interview James Hird.
Yeah.
Pick his brain a little bit.
Okay. Have you had the chance to have a...
I have.
How'd it go?
Yes, it was awesome. I think, like I said, I was growing up an Essendon supporter.
Yeah.
He was my favourite player, and a little bit overwhelming when I first met him. Was just at a cafe for a coffee. But yeah, picked his brain a little bit. He had plenty of aura about him, so...
Can I ask you, I had asked you before, Harrison, in relation to whether there was some piece of advice that may have been given to you by anybody. Was there something that James said to you that has always stuck with you?
Well, I was injured at the time, and his sort of main piece of advice was come back with like the best hands or the best kick or the best whatever in the team. So that's obviously doing all the work.
Brilliant.
Obviously can't be out there, but I can be in the hangar, getting balls kicked to me, working on my handballs, working on my marking. So that was his main point.
Excellent. Your best ability is availability. Some footballers' journeys can be cruelled by injury. So when you look at individuals that have played like maybe 300 games or that plus, what's your first thought?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Me and Jonesy have had a few injuries on the way, which is unfortunate, but it is a part of footy, and it's just one of those shit things about footy. But it's nice to be feeling good now. I've had a pretty tough couple of years over a bit of an injury cloud, so it's nice to be able to have a full pre-season and go into the year with a lot of confidence. Yeah, good on you, Harrison.
Yeah, just very lucky.
Yeah.
I think it's very rare, and wish I was me.
Yeah, well, it leads me into this. Your injury list at the moment consists of Peter Wright with an ankle, 4 to 6 weeks, Guelphy, 8 weeks with a hammy, Alwyn Davey Jr., a knee, 1 to 2 weeks, Laverde with a hip, 1 week, Parrish 2 weeks with a back, Cox concussion protocols, Ridley concussion protocols, and the big one, Langford 4 to 6 weeks with a hammy. So there's a few boys missing from, your best 22 or best 23. In saying that, that's why that question, I think, is your best ability is your availability. You're going in with a bit of a depleted side. But let's talk about, that's the negatives. We'll go into the positives. A few positives from round one. Jai Caldwell, career high, 36 disposals. Brilliant game. Absolutely great. 36 disposals and a goal. Merritt with 26 and 2 goals. Perkins and Dersma with 19 disposals each and a goal for Archie and 2 for Xavier. Durham finished up with 23. And Harry, you dobbed one.
Yeah, pretty nice one, to be honest. I was pretty happy with it. Yeah, don't normally kick many like that, so sort of just chucked on the boot. I think I burned a couple of boys, so if I missed it, I was in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Zach was to the left of me, and he would have let me know about it. But happy days, went through, doesn't matter.
Good on you, mate. Well said. I like it. Sammy, you contested well inside 50. If you weren't marking, at least you were bringing the ball to ground for your small forwards to have a look in. I'm not saying that you weren't, but I'm just alluding to the fact. After the review, what has the focus been this week on the track?
Don't want to give away too much.
And I think just before I'll interject, what I wanted to do was just focus on what was, and then we can talk about what will be when you come up against your next opponent.
Well, for the Crows this week, the big focus is just moving the ball better.
They were lightning quick on the weekend, weren't they?
Yeah, we can. I think we can take a leaf out of Hawthorn's book. They move the ball very well, but I think that's the main focus. We got caught very skinny. On the weekend, so hopefully this week you see us using more of the ground in offence.
It was interesting because I say, and I'll talk about the Crows only very briefly in relation to their running game, but you came up against the Hawthorn side that's renowned for it, and they have got their small forwards up and about. So the focus for you, from where it was to what you're moving into in your next game, where would the focus for you be?
Yeah, so they play a couple of different styles, Hawthorn compared to the Crows.
Yep.
Hawthorn will like to really spread the ground and go around you, whereas Crows are a bit more direct because they've got the big key forwards that they can use. So just being well set up for that. And then, like Jonesy said, we can spread the ground better and use the ball a bit better. I think we'll get more bang for buck because we dominated all the key statistics we want to dominate, but we just didn't quite finish our work. And Hawthorn were really... they were slick with it. They really finished their work and they were efficient going in.
I heard Brad say that it wasn't that the game got away. It was just they were a better team on the day, which is obviously he's the coach, so he can say that. They're coming off a 6-day break. Bombers are coming off an 8-day break. But basically, boys, all I wanted to say is good luck. Have a great game. All the best and keep smiling. All right?
Thank you.
Please put your hands together for them. Thanks, guys. Very nice. Very nice indeed.
That's good for footy.
All right, here's your first question. Who's your club's captain?
Brad.
John.
Zach Merritt.
Zach Merritt, there we go. You're off the mark with one. Keep your microphones up nice and close, boys, so as soon as the question comes in, you can jump in. Who wears the number 6 at your club?
Brad.
Ooh, Brad.
Jai Caldwell.
Jai Caldwell's correct. What is the name of Essendon's mascot?
Brad.
Brad.
Skater.
Skeeter is correct. Well done. Who is Essendon's vice captain?
John.
John.
Andy McGrath.
Andy McGrath's correct. Well done. How many Essendon players were named in the 2024 All-Australian
John.
squad? John?
In the squad.
Yeah.
Was it one? One?
Yeah, one. Yeah. Do you know who it was?
Zach Merritt.
Yeah, well done. Beauty. No, not double points. No. Nice try, Harry. Closest to within 1,000, how many members does your club currently have this year?
Brad.
Brad.
78.
Not bad. Do you want to have a go, John?
I'll go 76.
It's 66. You're both out. All right. 66, 779. How many premierships has your club won?
Brad.
Brad.
16.
16 is correct. How many grand finals has your team played in?
Brad.
Brad.
31.
Ooh, so close. No, John.
30.
Did you say 30?
Yeah.
You'd be correct. Well done, mate. Champion. All right. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the...
11th.
Yes, mate. Well done. Getting that confident. He's jumping in now before I finish. How many games did your team win last year?
John.
Brad.
John?
11.
Yeah, 11 again. Well done. What year did your team last win a grand final? Brad?
2000.
2000. And the last part of the question was, who did you play?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Well done. Only 1 point still. Only 1 point. There you go. Yeah. How many points did you win that grand final? Brad?
60.
60. Well done. What are we looking at? 6 versus 5. Come on, John. We've got 4 more questions, all right? Here we go. Who won the Norma Smith medal?
James Hird.
James Hird is correct. Very good. This is for 2 points, boys. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2024?
John.
And how many goals did they kick?
42.
Who?
Langford.
Yes.
42 goals.
No. Carl Langford is correct.
Do I
Brad?
get one?
You do get one.
43.
Yes, 43 is correct. Well done. Not bad at all. Okay, only 2 questions to go. What are we, 6 versus 8? Who has captained the Essendon football... This is a multiple choice question, all right, boys? Who has captained the Essendon Football Club the most out of these 3 players? Is it A, Dyson Happel, B, Joe Watson, or C, James Hird? Brad.
Joe Watson.
No. John.
James Hird.
Correct. Well done. All right, so what are we looking at now? 9 versus 6. Oh, Brad. Oh, well. What was the name of the ground that your club played at from 19... John.
Windy Hill.
That'll do. Do you know what? John knows I know more than you. All right, well done. Good stuff, mate. That was brilliant. Good stuff, boys. Hey, John, what you've actually done by winning that little segment... Oh, Brad, you don't go home empty-handed. There's a little football for you, mate. John, you've won a $100 gift certificate from Hamper World. Okay, there it all is there. So you can go over to Hamper World in Brunswick, grab one of those, and that's all for you, mate. Thank you. Good on you, champ. See, that was all right that you got him to come up. He was a little bit adamant he didn't want to, and now look at him, going home a winner. Winners are grinners. Congratulations to our I Know That One winner. You've just scored yourself a $100 gift certificate from Hamper World. Hamper World have hundreds of hampers available for every occasion. Head down to their showroom, which is located at 372 Moreland Road in Brunswick, to choose something special for that someone special, which is you, John. Thanks. That was Hamper World. All right. I want to
That's good for footy.
Boys, what you're going to be doing here, you're going to be playing in a little segment, which I'll introduce very shortly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out every player that plays at the Essendon Football Club. And you know what you've got to do? You've got to give me their jumper number. It's all you've got to do. Who would like to go first out of you two? You? You'd like to go first. So Noah, you're going first. So what's going to happen here, you've got 45 seconds on the clock, all right? Each time that you get one right, I'll say correct, and the boys will keep score for you. So Sam's going to keep score for Jesse, and Noah, Harry's going to keep score for you, all right? So you're going first. You'll have 45 seconds to get as many right as you can. I'll read out the player name, and you've just got to give me their jumper number. Are you ready to go? All right, good boy. Here comes your first one. Nick Bryan.
33.
No, 24. Will Satterfield. Will Satterfield. Number? Pass?
Pass.
Pass? All right, that's number 12. What about Peter Wright?
20.
Good boy, well done. Zach Reed.
Pass.
Pass on that one, that's number 31. What about Matt Guelphy?
35.
Yes, well done. Andy McGrath?
Number 1.
Yes, good boy. Isaac Keiko?
Number 10.
Yes. Nick Martin?
Number 37.
Yes, excellent. Sam Durham?
22.
Yes. Zach Merritt?
37.
Yes, well done. How good's that? Score of 7. Well done, Noah. That was fantastic. Not bad. How are you feeling, Jesse? Pretty confident now? You think you'll be all right? Well done. So a total score of 7, Noah. That's a really good score. Jesse, it's going to be your turn. You'll have 45 seconds on the clock. Sam's up here rooting for you, so let's go for it. Here comes your first one, all right? And it starts now. Who wears... you give me the jumper number, all right, just to clarify. Archie Perkins.
16.
Correct. Darcy Parish.
3.
Excellent. Nate Caddy.
30.
Correct. Xavier Dersma.
28.
Correct. Alwyn Davey.
33.
Correct. No, Kyle Langford.
4.
Correct. Ben Mackay.
32.
Correct. Elijah Saddis.
5.
Yes. Mason Redman.
27.
Correct. Todd Goldstein.
17.
Correct. Jai Caldwell.
6.
Correct. Jaden Laverde.
15.
Correct. Archie Roberts.
21.
Correct. Sam Draper.
2.
Correct. Harrison Jones.
23.
Correct. Ben Hobbs.
8.
Excellent. Angus Clark. How many? 16. Well done. Jesse and Noah, you guys were fantastic. Jesse, that was brilliant. Absolutely. I loved it. Noah, you don't go home empty-handed. You get to take a That's Good for Footy football. The boys might sign that for you later. But Jesse, guess what? Yamaha have given us a set of earbuds, right? Valued at $135, and they're yours, all right? So they're from the boys and Yamaha. Well done, champion. Do you want to get a high five from the boys? There you go. Good on you, champ. How's that score? Hey, I love it. All right, what we're going to do now, we've done our footy stuff up on the stage. All right, so if you'd like to be part of the live audience at any one of the shows that we do, get onto the website, which is www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/tickets, because live is always better, yes? Yes. Okay, thank you. Our next show is on March the 26th. We're at the Frankston RSL for a St Kilda show with Jack Still and Darcy Wilson. Okay. They did that when I spoke about these guys last week too. All right, then on April the 2nd, we're back here at the Mulgrave Country Club for a Hawthorn night. Yeah. That's with Dylan Moore and Connor McDonald. And then on April the 9th, we're here again at the Mulgrave Country Club for a Richmond Tigers night with Ryan Mansell and Sam Lawler. Tigers fans, you don't want to miss that one. When I actually was typing this up, 50% of the tickets to that show were sold in the first 12 hours. All right, so that's going to be a sellout. Remember, when you're purchasing your tickets, you can only do so through the That's Good for Footy website, which I said is www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au. What I'd now like to do is just say thank you to everyone for coming along tonight. Thanks to Sam, my sound guy. Thank you to the beautiful Sandy. She does the door, the floor, and so much more. What we would now like to do is, if you could please be as cordial as you could possibly be, and thank Sam Draper. And Harrison Jones. I'm sure you'll all agree that the candour and the discussion and the topics that we spoke about tonight was wonderful. The boys were so indulgent and so open and transparent in everything that they told us about. So thank you both boys for being not only available but also for being so giving. It was your first time, Harrison. Sam, I think this was about your 18th time.
Of course.
I don't care. I'll make it. I'll do I love you. You're fantastic.
Love you too.
That's it, right? Harrison, your first time. How'd you go, mate? What do you think?
No, I loved it. Thank you for having me.
Do you reckon we'll get you back
audience.
again?
Yes.
Yes?
If Scotty will have me, I'll be back. So
Well
happy
done
days.
then. Thank you very much. That's it, guys. That's been the That's Good Footy panel show. The guys have been fantastic. We've enjoyed your company. My name's Damien. Thank you, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
This is what you pray for. Every night and every day for you give it all, and you give more. That's good for footy. Oh, you give more. That's good for footy. That's good for footy.